You have to have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
once you have a dishwasher, you can't have no dishwasher.
yes. Yeah. And I mean, you get used to it. Well, plus with the sink clogged, the only thing we could do is go in the bathroom to wash dishes.
That's
Not going to happen. So,
yeah, there's certain things you gotta do. Yeah,
well, like Kramer, having a garbage disposal in my shower.
that's right.
But
Yeah. Anyway.
so, hey, welcome, Rev Wayne Stills. Do you want to play a song or something before
Yeah,
we
I
get
got some, I got
started?
some,
Okay. All right.
a little different. This is Rev Wayne Stills. How you doing, everyone? Hey, Dove. Hey, Lynn. Anyone else that's in the room listening to this? This is Rev Wayne Stills from Miracles Everywhere. And today we're reading from Impersonal Life, which is, of course, a wonderful book channeled by Joseph Benner. It's the voice of the spirit. It's my voice. It's your voice. It's the I. You say I, and I say I, that's the Father. That's the Father within. That's the Son of God within. Whatever words you want to use, that's the power within. It's always with us, always in control, always in charge of every moment. There's never a moment where you're out of control. You feel out of control a lot. I feel out of control a lot, but that's okay. It's just a feeling. You can let that go. I'm going to play a song here that I like. It's a fun song. It's well, it's live. It's a live in concert, and it's 1975, and so it's Circle. Circle. That's by Harry Chapin. Oh, I didn't. Once again, I forgot to share my sound. So let me just take a moment to do that. So otherwise, it will not be. There we go. Cool. Okay, so this is Harry Chapin from 1975, and the song is Circle. Not Circle, it just says Circle, live, 1975.
All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. It seems like I've been here before. I can't remember when, but yes I can. And I got this funny feeling that we'll all be together again. There's no straight lines make up my life, and all my roads have bends. There's no clear-cut beginnings, and so far no dead end. Steve, you got one for us? You're gonna do the soft one, right? I found you 1,000 times. I guess you've done the same. Then we lose each other. It's just like a children's game. But as I find you here again, the thought runs through my mind. Our love is like a circle. Let's go round one more time. It goes, all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. Just think of me as Mitch Miller and you'll do fine. Are you ready? All my life's a circle coming at you. Ah, all my life's a circle. Sunrise, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why, but I can't The season's spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. I want to show those of you who feel a little bit embarrassed that anybody can sing this song. First, I'd like to call up the road crew. Mike Solomon and Jeff Gross, who also, actually to call them a road crew is a gross injustice because they handle sound, lights, and everything else. Jeff, Michael, come on up here. You guys have heard of Simon and Garfunkel, right? Well, these guys are sort of like the 70s answer to Simon and Garfunkel. They sound a little bit like Seals and Crofts and a little bit like Sears and Roebuck. Where are you guys? Okay, anytime you're ready. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rose through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. I sing like Haldeman and Ehrlichman. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Big ending, guys. The season's spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. All right. Don't go away, don't go away. And to make the final conclusive evidence, there's been a gentleman up here hiding behind his cello all night, and you may wonder why he plays the cello in the first place. Would you like to hear Michael sing this song? Mike, stand up. We'll leave the cello alone, and I want you to sing it with a great deal of feeling and soul. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon goes through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. Mario Lanza lives. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Beginning now, Michael. The season's spinning round again. Years keep rolling by. Well, all right. Are you guys ready to feel it now? Are you ready to feel it? All my life's a circle coming at you. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. But I can't tell you why. But I can tell you why. The season's spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. One more time now. Everybody get on your feet. Feel it now. All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. But I can't tell you, but I can tell you why. The season's spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. A big ending now, a lot of harmony. The years keep rolling by, and the years keep on rolling by.
Wow. What a great song.
Well, good song. What do you think?
I love that. I love
the song a
that.
lot. It's great. It's a nice romantic way of looking at the dream.
I could just imagine all those people and like, get up and sing, everybody. I love it.
Seeing all life of circle. And he was one heck of a performer. One great writer he was.
Oh yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
just amazing to me. We got to wonder, why, someone who has that much going for him, how these things could have happened to him.
I
But
know.
you know what? They're all they're all playing their part.
Yep.
Everybody's playing their part.
When I was younger, I used to hear him, and I used to think there must be something wrong with the song. I'm very young, because of what happened to him. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, it didn't make sense to me that he died so young, and the way he died was so horrible. You know how he died, right?
No, I thought he was
Oh,
car accident or something. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he was on the freeway. He was on the shoulder, and the truck just something like that, and then the truck just slammed him from behind.
Wow.
That was it. It was just strange. And he was really good guy, very activist kind of guy. I mean,
Yeah.
the joke was if you saw him, you went the other way because you have some charity money. He was in some charity. He was very World Hunger was his thing. He was
Yeah,
trying to feed
yeah,
more
he
to feed
was
the
really
world.
into that.
Yeah, so he
So,
was protesting that.
what a good
But
guy.
yeah, he was just yeah, he was good about it. He kind of nailed the feeling of loneliness. He seems to have really nailed that. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot, I mean, he was a very uh uh uh, like emotional, like you could connect with him really easily.
yeah, yeah, and
Uh,
he's a good storyteller.
yeah, really good storyteller.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs, that song Taxi,
So yeah, so I played it
that
here once
just
too. Yeah, it's just
blows
it
you away.
makes you kind of weep.
Yep.
I thought that's amazing. I wanted to be an actor myself, and there she is acting happy in her fancy home, and I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. That's like the most miserable ending in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God, it's terrible. Yeah, but yeah, watch what you say.
But I mean well, who does end up with what they
Yeah,
play as a child or a youth or whatever?
yeah, but that's
We
like
can't predict.
that's like one of those wishes when you make a wish and it comes true in a way that's kind of a bastardized version of what you wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. They did that song. There she is acting happy in her handsome home, and
Yep.
he wanted to become an astronaut, and I said I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned.
Yep.
They both we both got what we wanted a long time ago.
Yep.
It was like brutal, brutal. But he had a lot of songs like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about his songs though, they were very long. Most of the songs are very long, so
Yeah.
they get a lot of radio time. So yeah,
Yep. I
that's
wasn't a
that.
real radio. I mean, I liked him. I don't I guess where did we hear him?
I mean,
Obviously on
we had that
FM
one song.
radio.
Well, that one song was so popular, though. Cats at the Cradle, that
Yeah.
it just blew everything. I mean, that was like, super popular. Yeah, then everyone just bought the albums, probably.
Yep.
Uh,
So let's look where we're reading the the impersonal life. I'm starting to say the improbable life. The
yeah, probably.
impersonal the impersonal
And that
life.
too, that too.
Joseph Banner, and we had just gotten up to this where he was really talking in this section about how or why we came to be,
Right.
or why we came to be in this world. And so we were starting on this paragraph. Shall I explain further? So
That's
would you
good.
like
Good
to read, or
place.
you want me to read?
You were usually me
Okay.
on to it.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Shall I explain further that the quickening power within my idea, your soul, okay, so he's equating my soul with God's idea or the Spirit's idea. The
Right.
quickening power within my idea, your soul, proceeded to attract to it the various elements of life substance, dust, and atom by atom and cell by cell, in due course of time, to mold and shape each into substantial reality after the pattern of the thought image composing your soul body, thus forming an earthly outer covering, as it were, until finally your mortal form actually became manifest to the psychic sense, if not yet to what is called the physical sense. Whereupon all being now, now prepared for this cyclic moment, you, my attribute, which we are God's attribute, breathed into it, and then through its nostrils from within the breath of life, and you then made your first appearance of earth as a human being, a living soul. My idea now able to express consciously through a suitable earth medium, containing within yourself all of my attributes, all of my powers, and all of my possibilities. So I'm seeing this is like he's talking about like evolution, like
Yeah, it's funny. I was just reading the section 12 in the manual before I got here. It's similar where he's talking about why he has to take on bodies of different appear as many teachers.
uh-huh.
You know, it's so similar. He has to take on, he has to enter into bodies and pretend to be many bodies. You know, and this it sounds similar to what he's saying here. You know, he's entering into bodies almost. He's making bodies up so he can express himself
Right. Yeah.
and bring the word, which is what Jesus said he did, or what we should do. And when we become one complete, we want to bring still want to bring stillness and love to the deluded minds. That's our job to bring truth to bring them to the truth.
Yes.
And that's what it says here. We're supposed to do also to bring them people to God, to bring people to the truth.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
So yeah, so this is because of our experience of being separated from our source, I guess we had to build a body to be able to communicate with each other.
And so long as we're, as the course says, so long as we're of one mind in terms of our purpose.
Yes.
All the teachers of God are one mind in terms of our purpose. That is about that's how we unify on this on level 2. We are unified in terms of our purpose.
Yes.
You know, and it says that we can become unified in terms of our higher self in the impersonal life, in terms of this particular of these truths. And then so long as we're bringing people to the truth, bring the truth to bring people to the to peace, and to joy, and to the truth of what's going on here. You know, help them. We want to be a witness to what happened, to what we think happened. And that's what I think when I think of bringing people to the truth. I don't think I'm bringing people just to this this idea that love people. I mean, everyone kind of knows that, but why? What does it mean to love people? To love yourself, because doesn't mean that everything has to go look perfect.
Right. And but it's only me. I'm the only one who really can see or know any part of it anyway.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Each one has their own point of view.
right.
So we have it looks like the boundaries that are set up will one day be gone.
Yes.
You're in your own dream, and I'm in my own dream.
Right. Yes.
And you can enter mine. I'm also in your dream, and you're also in my dream. But
Yeah.
there's still separation.
Right, because you're not dreaming my dream.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not dreaming. I'm not ever going to be your point of view. You're never going to be my point of view.
Yeah.
But I can enter into your point of view. I can enter into your point of view, kind of. I mean, I can say I'm in your dream, and I will be that's true. But I'm still outside your dream. In actuality, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say is that our words, our language seems to be, and our thoughts and our language seem to be the thing that actually connects us intuitively. Like I intuitively know there's somebody out there. I intuitively know that you're there. It would be silly for me just to get an argument with you as to who's real.
Right. Well,
Imagine,
it'd be ridiculous because
exactly.
obviously you already believe one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I believe that I'm real, and I believe that you're real. So I might as well keep it that way to a certain extent. Otherwise, the argument gets, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. I guess you can just make both unreal. But I don't know how. That's the only people in this community will be happy with that.
Well, most people think they're the only ones who are real.
Well, they act from that perspective, absolutely.
Yeah, they act from that perspective. Like
Yeah.
I'm the only one that has that. My thoughts are the only ones that have any meaning.
And everyone else's thoughts are like mine anyway.
Right.
They think everyone's is like them. And then when someone does something that surprises them, they don't understand why. They don't understand. Aren't you just like me? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's a mystery. Oh my gosh. You're
Yeah,
foreign, different from me. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I mean, we really do expect other people to have the same thoughts, the same kind of system. And so when they do something that is not what we would do, then, we think they're crazy or they're
Being a
they're
bitch or
angry or
bad,
they're
being an
afraid.
asshole,
Yeah.
being a bad person, or being just deliberately trying to hurt us or something like that.
Yeah.
Because how could they see it that way? You know, that's all those TV shows with the people in the boxes fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. They have no interest in. They're so dug in to their point of views. It's like they're just like banging, 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 banging. From their point of view, is the only point of view.
Yeah, which I mean that's
The news people.
it's not helpful. That's for
No,
sure.
because it's just impossible. They're not really there to debate people. They're just there to throw their opinions on people. So that's why the news is not helpful.
So
And
okay, so let's continue reading. So he's telling us how, we came together to build these bodies.
right.
We took the quickening power that he had put within us, the idea, and we brought this stuff together to make the world, to make the bodies, to make the being that we think we are. And now
News
here we
person.
are, being these what we think are these separate bodies, these separate people. So he says, thus we're now manifest all the various mediums for the earth expression of my idea. And you, being one of my attributes, naturally had dominion over all these mediums or possessed the power of utilizing any or all of them, if necessary, for the full and complete expression of your or my attributes, powers, and possibilities. So yeah, he's saying this all came together so that you could use it.
Yeah, it's funny because the presentation of the course is very Christian in the nomenclature, Christian in language, but the essence is very Eastern in a sense. No, it's not really very Christian. It's the traditional. It's very, or it's more an alternative. This is that doesn't present itself as very Christian, but its essence, it keeps coming up as what he's saying here is what the Bible says in terms of dominate, tame the earth, and all the animals and so forth. He seems to be hitting on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
If
yeah,
you read that, he's saying like that I created mankind to rule and to rule and to rule everything on all the different mediums that I created. But
right.
this is my highest idea, is what he's saying.
Right. And this is saying you made it to use them. We made it. We made the
Exactly.
all the things that we wanted to use for this. It's like you're putting on a play or you're making a movie.
Yeah.
You build the scenery, you find the location, you get the actors, you get the extras, you get all these different things all come together to tell the story.
And
And we're the ones who made it. We made the animals and the expression of Earth as it is, or the world that we see. It's all a projection of our uh how we want to see the story.
it's also a vision it says, notice it's an expression of when we were my idea and you, not our idea, and not their idea. It's interesting because when we first started when we had the idea that we wanted to express as bodies, it was mine idea, capital M. It was your idea, capital Y. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because
Yes.
we were one being at that point. As one being, we decided, hey, it was the I am within us all said, I'm going to be a body.
Right.
I'm going to be separate. And then suddenly it was my attribute. We were attributes.
Right.
We were no longer I am my idea. We were my ideas. So it's almost as if he went from I am a singular, then he broke himself up into little pieces on a lower level.
Yeah.
So he began his that but that was us.
Right.
And the thing about it is you don't lose the infinite level. You just you gain you gotta forget about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Well,
As you
yeah, go ahead.
as you break down, so to speak, on each level, so there's more separation, more separation, more separation. You don't lose the actual. oneness, obviously, but you do forget about each level above you. You know,
Yes.
you forget about the oneness that you came from. You all you remember is a separation, and then you get to the lowest level, like Inception. They didn't remember the plane that they were on.
Right.
They were in the lowest level when they were 4 or 5 years into a dream where they were shooting in the snow, and it was terrible. They had no idea that we were actually on a plane at that point. And that's where we are. We have no idea where we actually are, which is oneness. It's still there, but as we fall down and fell and degraded ourselves and out of communication or a mental breakdown, however we're going to put it, now it's like, we forget what came before in terms of our oneness.
Right. And because we had to forget, or else we wouldn't. How could we live this life if we remembered what we were? How could we have these experiences if we
Exactly.
remembered what we were? If we remembered what we were, none of these things could be happening. So
Right, right.
obviously we have to forget.
Yeah, yeah. That's part of the way you surprise yourself and have a good time, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. I have a throwback coming up where I actually went into that. Why we created the world so we can create peace, and we get the peace that way.
Yeah,
We wanted to experience peace, so we threw peace away, and then we got to get it. So then we have to go out and get it. It's like playing 52 pickup with the cards. You remember the game 52 pickup?
yeah, uh-huh. Yes.
You took the cards, you just threw them out there. All right, pick it up.
Yep.
That's sort of what we're doing. We took the cards, the spiritual cards, we threw it out there. All right, let's go pick them up.
That's hilarious.
That's
Okay,
funny.
let's
That's,
see. So let me continue. Let's see.
okay.
In this manner and for this reason alone did you and your brothers and sisters come into human expression. While in human form, yet your expression was so entirely impersonal that though self-conscious, you still looked wholly to me within for inspiration and guidance. So I guess that he's talking about this when we first came into
The pre-separation, like
the pre-separation when we were cast in the play in the first place.
yeah,
The
exactly.
script and cast in the play.
Yeah,
And so
it was not yet a farce.
yeah. So there we
Pre-farce.
were. And then he says, this then was the first condition into which you awakened when you entered into earth expression, and is what is called the Edenic state or dwelling in the Garden of Eden. The Edenic state represents the celestial phase of impersonal consciousness, or that state in which you were still consciously one with me, though now confined in a mortal medium of expression. Now I shall not tell you in detail how or why it became necessary for me to quote unquote drive you, and in parens saying now manifesting as man or humanity, end of parens, out of the Garden of Eden, other than to remind you of the part that desire plays in earth expression and its relation to my will, how it centers your interest in outer things and makes you forget me within. So
He drove us out.
yeah, so he's not going to tell us exactly why, but I think we probably pretty well know that we couldn't have come here and played this part
Exactly.
if we hadn't been already in
And,
that
and
state.
it also affirms his level of control over everything we do. I mean, he's the reason. He admits it. Everyone always says, "Well, why did he do that? Why did he put that there? Why did he put that there? Is it his fault?" And what does he say here? Yep,
Yep. Yeah,
I
it's
did
all
it.
unexperienced.
I did it. I'm the reason why I drove you out of the garden.
Yeah. So and that's the impersonal thing about it is, the thing that we have to understand is that uh the problem is that we judge it and we say this could be better or this was not
Right.
right or this
Right.
shouldn't have happened or this should have happened. And so it's our judgment. It has nothing to do
It's
with
the tree of
the
better or worse.
circumstance. Yeah,
The tree of judgment, the tree of better or worse, the tree of good
exactly.
evil. As opposed to a tree of life, which is a tree of oneness.
Yeah,
It's basically just Christ of the ego is what it comes down to.
exactly.
Yeah, those are only choices. If you think about it, we had two choices in the garden. Two. Don't eat from the tree or eat from the tree.
Right.
And we chose to eat from the tree. So that's what
Yeah.
we have. We have two choices. Choose Christ or don't choose Christ.
Yeah. And it's almost, I'm thinking about like, you go to the amusement park and you really are scared to death to ride the roller coaster, but you somehow get a ticket to the roller coaster anyway. You still have a choice as to whether you're going to get on that roller coaster or not. Just because you're there and you have a ticket doesn't mean that you have to do it.
That's right.
So that's how we had a choice.
I'm
Do you
sure.
want to come play this part or do you want to, stay in heaven and not have tribulation? And obviously we chose, we said, I want to go on that
Yeah,
roller coaster.
absolutely. Well, it's sort of like if you have thousands, if you come here many, many times, and we have the same dreams, we're working at different stories. Eventually, we're going to get bored with the fun stuff, and we're going to want to create different stories that were challenges, and we'll eventually probably say, "All right, I want to die this way. I want to die that way. I want to experience this kind of thing. I want to experience that." Because eventually, then we pop up after the life is over. Oh, that was kind of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, after 1,000 million incarnations, I mean, we'll get out of here when we're bored. It's like the ending of the good place.
Uh-huh.
They remember they went to to sweet oblivion when they got bored of the good place.
Yes. Uh-huh.
It's sort of like that. Once we get bored of this whole world, once we get bored of the circle of life, as we just heard him singing about, then we'll move on.
Yeah. And in the meantime, eat, drink, and be merry.
Exactly.
You know?
The sunrise and sundown.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah. Eat,
Uh,
drink, be merry.
exactly. All right, so let me read on. So
Okay.
he says, now I shall not tell you in detail. Oh, I already read that. When you have solved that and comprehended somewhat of my reason, then perhaps you can understand the necessity of first causing you, humanity, to fall into a deep sleep. You having arrived at the close of another cycle called the cosmic day, and letting you dream you had awakened, but in reality you are still asleep. And everything from that day to this, including all seeming earthly events and conditions, have all been but a dream, from which you will fully awaken only when you, humanity, again become wholly conscious of me within, and of finding yourself, humanity, no longer outwardly one, but two, one an active, thinking, aggressive part, thereafter called a man, and the other a passive, feeling, receptive part, a womb man or woman. I don't know about that, but
That's
that's
fine. I never thought woman. I was wondering what that meant. A woman, woman taking out yeah, a woman.
woman. I'm a womb man. I don't have a. Oh no, I had all that stuff removed, so I must be a
Oh,
man. So,
you just a man.
just a man.
That's hilarious. I never a woman. Good Lord.
Uh, but
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he really just says it right here. It's you fell asleep and you never woke up.
It's not familiar, doesn't it?
I think,
Jesus says that in the course.
yeah,
Jesus says that actually he's quoted, Jesus says that quoting Mary Baker Eddy.
same thing. Oh, yeah,
He says that Mary Baker Eddy said that nowhere does it say he ever woke up. And
that is really interesting. And the course says the same thing.
yeah.
So,
So if you want to have this idea that Jesus is, became one with everybody, because he said, "I'm going to be with you to the end of time," which I find interesting. He said, we're waiting for him to come back. He's already here with us. Yeah. I mean, why
right,
do people think he's coming back when he said, "I'll be with you forever"? I mean, he said that in the Bible and says it here. I'm always going to be with you. Well, he said in the chorus, he says, "I'm going to be with you literally." He says literally. I mean, he said those words. He said, "I'm going to be with you forever." Literally.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wasn't saying that I'm going to be with you forever from the metaphorical level, but not really. I'm not going to kind of, I mean, not really. I'm going to be with you literally. And so, that's what it's sort of saying here. Wait, what were you just reading? I fit. What were you just reading?
Okay, I just was reading about the womb man or woman. So I
Oh
was
yeah, oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
right here.
yeah. Before, yeah. So, but in reality, you were still sleeping. Everything, yeah, the humanity. So humanity was up. I forget what the hell I was talking about. So sorry. Uh, yeah, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
Yeah, it's the
So
same thing. It was about how holy conscious again become wholly conscious of me within, and he fell asleep. That's what it was.
that's it.
Yeah, he fell asleep, and just like we fell asleep. And I like the humanity, all of it. And Adam also, they also seem that he believes in one of these guys that believes that every day is a cosmic era. He said that also. He said, you humanity have become holy gods to me again. But true active perhaps understood. Yeah, there it is. You having arrived at the close of another cycle called a cosmic day. So like each day is like a million years. Some of that people who back then they used to have this idea that creation was each day it was like a billion years.
Yeah.
So 7 billion years. So that would account for evolution. Or their
But
theory of the
the years are all based on the sun and the earth going around the sun.
right.
So that really has no meaning.
No, none. It's just motion. It's motion. We're counting motion.
Yeah.
We decided that means, and then we relate it to our body getting banged up over time, banged up over in the moment it gets banged up and eventually just goes away. But we created the timeline for ourselves. But it's hard that we exist on like it's almost like linear time is almost as it's a line. It's almost like the someone marching soldiers in a line. The linear
Right.
time is, and it's like and you don't even have, you gotta whisper, we're moving to the front. Oh, thanks a lot.
Right. And it's a line. It is the line if you just turn it sideways so you're looking at it, like take a line and turn it sideways and look at it, it's a dot. It's just a point. So it's not even a whole, real line. It's just a point. And
Yeah. I mean, because it's really not even three-dimensional. Is that what you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if you turn it, I have a hard time with the dimension, and I just know that two-dimensional. The TV is a two-dimensional. In other words, that's when you put the glasses on, it comes out of the TV. You're watching a two-dimensional on TV, and then we're three-dimensional. And the fourth dimension is time. So we're able to move through time the way we move through space here.
Yep.
Yeah. But
But
I'm
in
not sure.
Thailand,
Yeah. But once we can do that, then we'll no longer be walking on the line.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we'll be walking the no straight lines make up my life, like he said in the song. We're walking all around circles, but yeah, that's gonna be strange once that happens. Just who knows what that'll mean. I mean, life can change and we won't know it. This is a great movie about what if Russia got a time machine first.
Which one?
No, I feel what it's called, but it was about what if Russia got the time machine and they were able to change history. And all the Americans were like, God, we're losing the war so quickly. What the hell's happening here? And Russia, they beat us in the moon race. They beat us there. Communism was winning. I didn't see it. I just saw scenes for it. But we all check it out. It didn't do too well, so I'm not sure how good it is. But the idea was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
Well,
pretty.
it was a fake documentary, is what it was, and news stories about how Russia and communism was succeeding, and but they were going back in time and changing history.
Interesting.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of scary.
Yeah. So if we can go back in time, I think we can go back. Like I can go downstairs in my house. I can go back in time. Then what happens if you change things? There'll be all sorts of new laws passed. The new internet. Yeah. I mean, oh man, I'm going back in time. Get rid of that person.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. So he's just talking about that we find ourselves as two eventually calling ourselves men and women. So also
Yeah.
the necessity of these seeming earth influences being brought to bear to draw your consciousness from purely celestial delights and to hold in this new dream condition in order to develop a mortal mind that you might, through its natural selfish tendencies, become centered entirely upon your earthly mission of moral expression. So it had to be this way, or else we would not have gotten so involved in the dream.
Right. It's just about the dream. This is just a dream. It's right there.
Right.
Yeah, but we wanted it. We dreamt it on purpose.
Yeah. And it had to be so believable that we would not question it and we would just say, whoop, this is the real. So
That's a little bit, the course wants us to question everything.
yes.
Now, I'm not sure this is any different, perhaps. Perhaps it's just saying something different. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because he's obviously telling us to question our traditional way of looking at things, and double personality. So perhaps it's just saying something different here.
Well, no, I think we're to the point now where we're beyond what he's talking about here. I
Right,
think
it's not staying right.
we have gone through the place where we've looked at and been totally convinced that the dream was real because we're beginning into question, and that's why we have the course is to
Exactly.
question the dream.
Question everything. Absolutely. Like when you question if there's no, when I found out I said there's no effects here, so there's no cause here.
Right.
So you question everything, something doesn't exist at all. There's no effects, no cause, nothing. So that's sort of like what this here is only the impersonal Christ, and that's it.
Yes.
And so and since he's controlling everything, then there's no cause or effect here either. He's the only cause here.
Exactly.
What is we're causing anything? All we can do is welcome the cause, welcome the infinite cause.
Exactly. But in order for us to see that, we have to be basically caught up, I guess, in this serpent of selfishness, this ego. That's what I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
So the ego mind, we have to get caught up in the ego mind in order to break free of the ego mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, yeah, absolutely. So say you have to throw away the piece to get the piece.
Right.
Otherwise, you have the piece already.
Yeah.
So if you have the piece already, that was the whole point. We had the piece already, and we wanted to actually we wanted to give peace to we want to have a give and take relationship with peace.
Exactly.
And we couldn't because God had everything, and we had everything, and everything was done already.
Right. So there was no question.
Exactly. There's no questions. There was no peace. But there was no problem with peace. Peace was everywhere. Bliss was everywhere. It was all done. So we said, all right, let's just throw away the peace, and then sorry, we'll have a hard time and challenges and lessons. We'll learn lessons. And isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, this is so entertaining.
I hope I will be over soon. I guess, we'll see.
Okay. So he says, and finally, the necessity of desire casting its complete spell over you, humanity, that your celestial or impersonal nature might be kept deep in sleep until, in your dream, by the free but ignorant use of my will, you could taste and fully eat of the fruit of the so-called tree of knowledge of good and evil, and through the eating could learn properly to discriminate and know its fruit for what it really is, and thus acquire the strength to use the knowledge thus gained wisely and perfectly in the expression of my idea only. So he's saying this is why we ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which in my mind is judgment.
Yes.
Once we start deciding what's good and evil, we picked out what's judgment. So that's what we fell into.
I can learn properly, discriminate. Yeah, right. Discriminate and know the fruit for what it really is. To know that it's judgment between right and wrong, and just thus acquire the strength of using the knowledge. In other words, we're supposed to glean knowledge, it would seem, from this whole situation too.
Yeah.
Acquire the strength to use knowledge, thus gain wisely and perfectly in the expression of idea only. So expressing the love of God using the knowledge that we glean from the experiences of the ego.
Yeah.
The experience, obviously, we learn. Look at this way. Any lesson that we learn that keeps coming up, any incident that keeps coming up is a lesson, right? We say is a lesson that the cosmos or the universe is trying to teach us.
Exactly.
And that is that intelligence, that incident itself is the intelligence of the spirit moving through us. That makes sense?
Yes. Yeah.
So whenever you see that pattern coming up and then, and then that pattern itself is the mind of God.
Yeah.
right there in front of you. That's why it's a pattern. It's almost like you're getting into a groove in the mind of God, and that's what that's what the lesson is. It's the thought of God right where you are.
Wow.
I don't know why where they come. So where you were reading, yeah. Desire the moral. Where were you just now? Oh,
Uh,
likewise.
yeah. You likewise. Okay, that's where I was just getting ready to start. So you
Right.
likewise possibly now you want to read?
No, I don't think we go ahead.
Okay. You likewise possibly now can understand how in your dream you became more and more engrossed and attached to this false earth state through first eating of this fruit and learning to know good and evil, and after learning of the new and enticing world thus opened up to you, dying to the knowledge of the reality back of it all, and how and why it was you learned that you were naked, both the thinking and the feeling parts of you, and also why you grew afraid and tried to hide from me, thus creating in your consciousness the sense of separation from me. So this is how we got in this place.
Exactly. So the highest part of ourselves set up a situation on purpose so we could eat this stuff and then get the heck out of there. And it's funny. I read this book was the punishment for eating the fruit of the tree was starting a family.
Well, that certainly has its punishment, all right.
But if you look at it, it's true. I mean, he got punished. He had to go to work. He had to have babies.
Yeah, yeah,
And then the Cain and Abel. There was Cain and Abel, and there was some kids.
yes, yeah,
And according to the Bible, the first murder was brother killing brother.
yep.
That was the first murder.
The first murder. And why did that brother kill his brother? Because God liked Abel's sacrifice more than he liked Cain's sacrifice.
And here's something. If you look at the way that what were in personal life, he deliberately set Cain up to have to deal with this, and then he deliberately set Cain up to fail.
Yes.
And then he didn't kill him, and then he put the mark of Cain on him, and then I'm sure he was with him his entire life, and then he ended up, who knows what happened. We're all from Cain, and we're all his ancestors according to the Bible, and which is interesting. We all come from darkness. We all come from
Yeah.
some negativity on this planet. But I just find it interesting that the punishment was family.
Well, yeah, yeah, and the thing that
was kids.
Cain, when God put the mark of Cain on him,
Yeah,
what that mark said was that nobody could ever hurt him. Nobody
right.
could attack him. You were not authorized or allowed to do anything to hurt him. And all of his ancestors or his children, whatever, became the craftsman, the artist,
Right.
the all. I mean, the family that came from Cain was, of course, Abel didn't have any, so
That's right. Yeah, well, the thing, we all came from Cain, so to speak. I mean,
yeah,
we all came from Cain, and he was the founder of society, which is interesting. We came from a brother murderer. What do you call
yep,
what do you call that? Brother side. What do you call that?
fratricide,
Fratricide, right?
fratricide.
We come from a fratricide guy.
Yep.
And I mean, so it's originally it was supposed to be what he said was we came from a pre-separation state, and then we fall to level 2, which is a Cain state.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's something I can see him saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So he says, now perhaps you can see why all this had to be, why you, humanity, had to leave the Edenic state of impersonal consciousness and lose yourself wholly in the earth illusions of this dream world in order to be able to create a body and develop in it a personal or self-consciousness capable of fully expressing what? My perfection.
Nice.
So that's the purpose of us in this world is to express God's perfection. Of course, we don't just do that immediately. we have to practice and learn how to do it. And that's
Yeah, well, yeah,
we have
that's
to
what,
overcome the world we think we made.
exactly. You have to overcome the world we think we made and overcome the idea that we have to change, we can change things
Yeah.
because there's nothing to change, first of all. And trying to change things is like trying to change the movie screen.
Yes.
It's like trying to change the TV screen when actually it's already done.
Yeah.
It's already happened. It's already been written. It's done, and the whole movie is already it's an entity. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end already.
Yep. It's
And
in the
you,
can.
it's in the, exactly. So it's in the can. There's no more to it. So you can't change it. You can only observe it and see if it's good. You like it.
Yep.
But you can participate in it indirectly, vicariously.
Yeah, vicariously, just like you can a movie or a book.
Exactly. Exactly. And then that's what we do here in life. We participate in life vicariously.
Yeah.
And because we're not really a part of this life.
Well, yeah, right. And even through our children, through our other people, our culture, we're experiencing life vicariously through all these things that we think we made.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow.
And as long as we know that, the more what wisdom I think we can glean, like he was saying, we can glean wisdom from by seeing what's really there, as he put it, by seeing what's really happening. We can do that so long as we don't so long as we continue on the road towards truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
All right, so we're kind of coming up with the end here, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I think I was just going to read maybe another paragraph or
All right,
so.
all right, cool. Do it.
And did you have another song or you want me to play a song?
Yeah, I can play a song, or you can play a song. Do you have one you want to play?
Uh, yeah, let's see. Well, let me see if I have one. No, if you got one, I'll let you play it.
All right, okay.
Okay.
We'll
So,
read your thing. I'll
okay, so I was just going to read this one here that says, let's see. Uh, okay, now perhaps you can see why all this had to be. Okay, I think I already read this. Thus was born your human personality, and since its birth have I impelled you to nourish, support, and strengthen it by filling you with longings, hopes, ambitions, and aspirations, with all the various manifestations of desire, which are but the human phases of my will, operating in the preparation and development of a medium capable of expressing perfectly my attributes on earth. Wow. Okay. So this is something that I hadn't really thought about. That he's really what we're really doing here is readying ourselves or clearing ourselves to be able to express the attributes of God on earth.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. It was God is like very giving and he's selfless. I mean, God, since he has everything, he doesn't need anything. If you think about it that way, he created us as an effect for us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he didn't need anything from us. So he didn't create us for himself at all. So he
But
had
so
to
that
create
he
us.
could experience love from us.
Yeah, but he experiences that love from us, through us.
Through us. Yeah.
We experience the love. I mean, we're one with him. So he's experiencing it through us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's just yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm midway through what I was saying. Perhaps what did you read? What were you reading?
I just got up to before it says my attributes on earth, and then the next paragraph is and so
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah. The attributes with the sharing. So he is very giving. He has everything, and so he's just pure givingness. And so the attributes that we are giving. We're imitating him who gives to us, and so we give to others.
yes.
And so and then we become that open channel. That's how I look at it.
Wow. Yeah,
We have to have. You can't give what you don't have.
that's right.
So I can't make someone happy if I don't have any happiness to give them. So I have to get it from God first. And God will give it to me through some situations, some people, my friends, all the things that I think are happening to me. That's where I should look for it. I think, yeah. But so where else is he drop it out of the sun, or drop it off a roof? He didn't go through my situation.
Yeah, it's here right now.
Yeah, I mean it's in the present moment, and it could be as easy as just looking around and you see a sunrise. That it could be something like that. It could be through a person, place, or thing. That's the best because everything's in your mind anyway. And then once you realize everything's in your mind and everything is a thought and everything's and there's no difference between the external and the internal, then you can begin to glean everything that we want to glean from our reality that we created on purpose just to be in a physical situation.
Wow.
And then physical situation becomes a word that we use to describe the dream. It's not really physical in any sense of the word physical. You know, there's no real laws of physics here. That's just a word that we use to describe a part of the dream that we call the laws of physics. There's no more laws of physics than there are laws of chaos. I mean, there's no laws there. We're
Yeah,
just making that
no,
up.
yeah. Yeah, that's that.
You know,
That's
there's just
made
a part
up.
of it's a part of the dream, the laws of physics.
Oh yeah.
And so therefore we have it's just the laws of nothing. There's no laws at all, as
Wow.
we understand laws. You know, I mean, even math eventually ultimately is made up
Yep.
because so. But I use it as a stable measure of just as an analogy. It works very well, but ultimately, infinity doesn't have any math. It's
No.
just eternal oneness. There's no math. There's nothing. It just
Yeah.
is.
You can't break it up into calculations.
No,
Yeah.
somehow, you know, we have somehow pretending that we have an infinite number of infinities.
Yeah.
But that's
How
it.
many sides are on a circle?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No sides. No sides. All right. Well, I think we just talked it up through the time. I don't have time for a song now. So
Okay. All right.
I
Yep, I
think,
think you're right.
yeah. I mean, if I can play, I know what I'll do. Yeah, I'll play this one. There's
Okay.
always filler right here. But you know what? I just read something. I'm gonna have to take too much time because I have to re share my sound.
Okay. Yeah, I just unshared. So
Oh, all right. Give me 1 second.
okay. And then I gotta go clean my kitchen. But I'm
Okay.
just happy. I'm happy I'm gonna be able to do it. Because
Oh yeah,
you've
absolutely.
been eating with using plastic forks and spoons and stuff and using
That's not good. That's not good. All right. Here's here's one of our personal favorites.
Okay.
These are my personal favorites.
I just love
Ah, that doesn't cheer you up. I don't know what to cheer you up.
that. Just so beautiful hearing Elvis laugh and Sister Houston back in there, woo, singing,
Oh, she's singing away. She's singing away, and she
singing,
just
baby.
doesn't. She's singing, baby. Yeah, you know, it's funny. He usually says that to himself when he getting going. He's singing, baby. He's usually talking to himself. That was what was so funny. So he said it to her instead. You know, it's funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, he has 3 shows a day, so he's overtired, and you start laughing, you can't stop. You
Yeah.
know, when you're on stage and you made one mistake, but it was kind of cool because he never really it didn't change his show. You know, it's funny. He put that on an album and told nobody.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
you're
people just
kidding.
they bought the album and then suddenly it was on, and it was just sitting there on the album and it was just it was no one knew what was coming. It was like he just forgot the words. He was laughing hysterically, and so it was kind of cool.
That is
But I play
hilarious.
whenever I get down and out, I just play that and it makes me smile. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely will make you smile. All right,
Yeah.
my brother, I
All
love you
right.
so
Thank you
much.
so much, everyone. God bless you all. It was great. Once again, reading from Impersonal Life tomorrow. I'll be back. Although I didn't see Ozzy here today, so I'm not sure what's going on with her, but I'll find out. I'm sure I'll be listening tomorrow morning. And then at 12:30 Eastern, we should be reading from Anxiety to Love. And until then, everyone, God bless you all. I love you and peace.
Thank you, brother. I love you too. Peace to